My mom looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Call him dad." 5 months earlier, I'd watched my real father get hauled out of a bar in cuffs. Now he was in prison, and she was acting like he'd vanished. She moved her boyfriend in almost overnight. She told me my father was a killer and I needed to distance myself. Her boyfriend got comfortable fast. He stared too long at dinner and said I was getting pretty. When I told my mom he made my skin crawl, she laughed and called me dramatic. That night, he came into my room while she slept. He grabbed my wrist hard enough to bruise and whispered, "Snitches learn lessons." I didn't tell my mom. I stopped trusting her. I wrote my dad instead. I hid letters and textbooks and mailed them from a friend's house. Dad answered through a secret prison email. His words were careful, but I could feel the fear underneath. Then my mom escalated. One Thursday, I got home and found my last name changed in my school records. She'd switched it to her boyfriend's like it was nothing. "You'll thank me later," she said. That night, he sat on my bed and put his hand on my thigh. I shoved him off and locked myself in the bathroom until he left. Dad's birthday came up and I begged to visit. My mom snapped, "You're not visiting a murderer." I said, "He's still my dad." Her boyfriend backhanded me so hard my ears rang. My mom watched. That weekend, he hurt me in a way I won't describe. After that, everything got tighter. My mom found my hidden letters and burned them in the backyard. As punishment, she took my bedroom door off its hinges for monitoring. Her boyfriend started standing in the doorway at night, watching me sleep. I felt like I lived in a house with no walls. I cracked and emailed my dad everything from the school library. 2 weeks later, he replied with one line that didn't fit the rest. "Did you check where I told you?" I dug through his old messages until I found it. The attic, behind the radiator. I waited for their date night and climbed up with a flashlight. Behind the radiator, I found a journal wrapped in plastic. On the marked page, my dad wrote he'd caught my mom and her boyfriend sneaking off together. Weeks before my dad got arrested, my stomach dropped. They came home early. I heard heels on the walkway. I heard heavy steps on the stairs. I shoved the journal under my shirt and froze. He climbed into the attic and locked eyes with me. He grabbed my arm and hauled me down the ladder. My mom stood at the bottom, annoyed, asking why I was sneaking around. I lied about looking for an old teddy bear. She bought it because buying it was easier than thinking. After that, he watched me like a prison guard. Rides to school, phone at night, a hallway camera at my doorway. So I worked during the day. I photographed pages at school, uploaded them to a secret cloud, then erased the photos. Then I called my dad's best friend from a payphone and said, "I have proof." My dad's best friend believed me. He found staff from the bar and dug up backup security footage the police never took. We watched it and my throat went dry. My mom's boyfriend went into the bathroom first. My dad went in minutes later. My mom's boyfriend came out calm. My dad came out covered in blood, screaming. 4 minutes alone. Clear as day. We had proof, and he knew we had proof. Saturday morning, I tried to run. He caught me. He dragged me inside by my hair and hissed that my dad deserved to rot. Then he started bragging about planting evidence, about how perfect it was when my dad walked into that bathroom, and then the front door opened. My mom stood there with grocery bags. An orange hit the floor. It rolled. Another one followed. Her face went paper white. He tried to laugh it off. He said I'd made him say it. He said he was just angry, but the confession was still in the air. I pulled out the phone I'd been recording on. I hit play. His voice filled the kitchen again. My mom covered her mouth and made this broken, choking sound. My dad's best friend showed up with the footage on a USB. We called the police before my mom could change her mind. They took the journal with gloved hands. They listened to the recording twice. They caught him within a day. The appeal moved fast once the evidence hit a judge's desk. 8 months after I watched my dad get taken, I watched him walk out. Thinner, grayer, still my dad. He hugged me and whispered, "I knew you'd find the truth." My mom tried to apologize. My dad didn't yell. He just didn't let her back in. And me? I never called that man Dad. I made sure everyone called him what he really was, my father's killer.